Hello, welcome everyone right into the action. I'm Realmas and I'll be casting this match. Last match of the week, by the way, of this Nordic Duo Catch Cup. We are currently watching the end of the warm-up for Team Rainbow Dash, unsurprisingly. And we should get right into the action. This is the last match of the week, and as far as I've seen, we haven't really seen any really close match. I mean, the closest was the match that ended like 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago. Maybe hoping this one gets a bit close, but yeah, that's usually how first weeks go. Hello if you're in the chat. I also believe we haven't seen some maps in this pool. I think we haven't seen HR3 yet. It would be nice to see every map in the pool before the end of the round. And we haven't had a tiebreaker yet too, but this one is for more special occasions. Yeah, real quick, in We Spoke Once, I can tell you there's Katragi as the captain, and Anapple7 and Nelly as the two Nordics. And on Rainbow Dash, the captain is Hypnospira, and we have 179, 4766. I think I'm just gonna say 179, and Imode as the players.
If we at least die fighting.
I am.
But wait, if we'll die anyway, then who cares what we do?
Fairly close to in terms of seeding, I believe.
Wouldn't mean a thing, would it?
I think it's seed 7 against seed 10, if I'm not mistaken. Let me
Everything that you thought
fact
had
check that
meaning,
real quick.
every hope, dream, or moment of happiness. None of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's seed 7 against seed 10.
We all die.
So it could be a close match.
But does that mean our lives are meaningless?
I think the standout in this lineup is kind of Katragi. Really high level player.
Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives?
But this is a 2v2. So anything can happen. And the pool is fairly playable, I think, for everyone. Our third member of Rainbow Dash is wait, who's here? 179 Hypnospira, it's Imode, the Spanish player.
There's no point standing around. We'll only be showered by more boulders.
But yeah, we're looking at the second warm-up actually. A Nelly map.
Are all of us?
Ooh, you can't see Nelly, but Nelly is in the lobby, I believe.
And since we're dying
We just can't see the 6 players because it's the 2v2 scene.
fighting.
I am.
But he's playing his map.
If we'll die anyway, then who cares what we do? We could just disobey
Oh, Nelly
orders.
Yaragi. It's actually Nelly plus Katsuragi. Plus an apple, actually, if I think,
Everything that you thought had meaning,
from the name
every
An
hope, dream,
Nelly
moment of
Regi.
happiness. None of it matters
Yeah,
as you lie
I think that's a
bleeding out
3-way
on
collab from
None
the
of
whole
it
team, which is
changes
kind of
what a
cool.
speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born?
That long intro that we're not skipping.
What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we rise,
And I think when 79 is not playing, everyone missed that.
My soldiers
Beautiful mapping indeed. With crazy sliders. It says star rating 4.02. It looks like a more difficult map than that. Pineapple kind of popping up on these sliders, not gonna lie. But yeah, that should be it. Only one miss from an apple, actually. Good job, good job. So these were the warm-ups. We should get going with the rolls, I believe, from the captains. So should be Katragi and 179.
Be honest. Are all of us riding to our deaths?
Yes, we are.
And since we're dying anyway, you're saying that it's better if we at least die fighting?
I am.
But wait,
Oh no, it's Hypno, my bad.
then who cares?
And rolling a 93 actually
Just disobey your orders.
will be difficult to
It wouldn't
beat.
be a thing, would it?
Yes, you're precisely right. Everything that you thought had meaning. Every
51,
hope,
so yeah.
dream, or moment of happiness.
Rainbow Dash is gonna win the roll and decide whether they want to ban first or peak first.
None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an
Okay, so Rainbow Dash actually decides to
courageous
ban first and pick second with the first ban HD3, so the low AR HD, the HD convert, which is not necessarily surprising. Whispoke ones looks decent on low AR HD, I think, and Katragi is really strong at that.
My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
So we'll see the first ban from Whispoke ones. It's going to be an HR3 ban, so we're not going to see HR3 this week, unfortunately. I think it's a fun pick, but we're not going to see it. But we see Mystery Mode instead. And if you don't know, Mystery Mode works in a way that it will be rolled, and depending on the roll result, we'll see a different mod on the map. Could be easy, could be no mod, could be DT, HR. Kind of a risky play to go for the mystery mod right ahead. Because this map has the potential to be the hardest in the pool if you roll like DT maybe, or be one of the easiest on the mod. I think the map is really tricky on HR especially. And yeah, we're waiting for the captain Katsuragi to roll to see what we're gonna see as the mystery mode. Not the 100 roll, that's not the right one. Okay, so it's gonna be a roll 5. And rolls 2, and it's gonna be easy actually. Oh, interesting. I don't think we've... No, actually, I think we have seen a team during a match, the map being played with easy, I believe. Let me check. No, we haven't. Never mind. So it's gonna be the first time we're gonna be seeing easy on this map. This is interesting. Oh, never mind. Yeah, actually, you're right, Saisef. I was checking on the website, but it doesn't show easy. Yeah, that's why everybody has like 400k score. Yeah, never mind. We've actually seen a lot of easies on this map then, yeah. And that's the hardest part about this map in easy is the streams at the beginning and at the end of the map. I mean, it's kind of the same for like every mode, but on easy as well. You're gonna have to be really precise with timings. Not be too early, especially with the low AR. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing it. It's a short one, 130. And it's gonna be Katsuragi Nelly against 179 and Hypno. Yeah, the middle of the map is kind of easier, but here at the beginning with the streams should be one of the hardest parts. Nelly will be the first to break. And everyone else looking quite comfortable actually on the map. Okay, 179 will trade, but quite a couple of misses from Nelly. And Hypnospira will finally miss as well. Katsuragi FC at the beginning section, so I believe he's gonna be FCing throughout at least the end of the map. He's a good easy player, so not too worried for him. But this could get kinda close if Nelly keeps up. Just don't cheat miss during the middle of the map. It's a short map, so preserve your combo as much as you can. And 179 will find a miss actually. So it's getting closer and closer. As Nelly recovered really nicely, but as I said that, they're gonna find a miss, and now it's Katsuragi against Hypnospira. Again, ooh! Hypnospira is gonna find a miss. Katsuragi is the only one FCing still. Oh, and he's gonna find a miss. So I think that should kind of seal it. Score gap is gonna stay around the same, with quite a couple of misses here at the end. And this is gonna be the first point for Rainbow Dash. And yeah, first breakpoint of the match right ahead. Only 2 misses from Katsuragi and 179. Very respectable scores. Yeah, that's what can happen when you pick mystery mode first. It's going too easy. Maybe you're not that prepared to play easy because that's not really something you're comfortable with. And anything can happen. So we're gonna see a DT3 pick coming in from Rainbow Dash. It's the Convert DT Air 8, pretty standard, not too high BPM. Just your standard Air 8 DT pick. Couple of spacings here and there. It's all about the consistency. And we see Emode entering to play this. Not surprised. Emode is a quite a decent DT player. And we'll be replacing Hypno then. And on the other side, we see Anapol entering to replace Nilly. We're gonna see Anapol in action. I believe the winner of the 4-digit Nordic Catch Cup, actually. Kind of high 4-digit player, like I think he's 3 or 4k, but definitely a decent tournament player, worth more than that. And he's also gonna be the only one playing HD on this. So far, so good for everyone, looks like. And yeah, everybody reaching the 200 combo mark fairly comfortably. Pretty clean movements from everyone actually too. And still no miss. Actually, Anapol is gonna find the first miss right before the slow section. Kind of unfortunate. But still 3 players FCing and actually SSing. Pretty impressive. And 179 is gonna find a miss. That's gonna trade with Anapol, so the score should get closer and kind of even from that. If Anapol doesn't miss anymore. Oh, this other miss from 179 though is gonna put the lead quite in favor of what we spoke once. Emode is still assessing too much Katsuragi, but Anapol is making a difference. As we're approaching the last quarter of the map actually, with 179 recovering the 200 combo. Oh, Anapol is gonna find a miss, and this is kinda big actually. The score is slowly gonna go towards Rainbow Dash. Oh, especially now with Katsuragi missing, this is really huge for them. If they can hold, they should be able to get this point. And this is the very end of the map. If they don't miss anymore, I believe the point should be for them. Especially with Anapol missing once again. And I think that seals it actually. Wow, that was quite close. That could have went either way, I think. And yeah, Emode will actually FC the map. Is that an SS? Yeah, that's an SS. Wow, really impressive from Emode. Good job. And still all around really nice scores. Only 1 miss from Katsuragi, 2 from 179, and Anapol only 3 misses too. Really good scores all across the board. Like on a different run it could have went really the other way around. And yeah, we spoke once had the advantage for most of the map, but in the end a couple of misses and especially Katsuragi dropping the FC really gave it away to Rainbow Dash. That's 2 points in a row for Rainbow Dash. They secured their own pick. So now we go back to Spoke Ones. To We Spoke Ones. And it's gonna be an HD2 pick following the HD3 ban from Rainbow Dash. So it makes sense. Looks like Rainbow Dash was afraid of We Spoke Once's HD, and they're gonna go and pick it. And yeah, this HD2 is your standard rain. Kind of has some tricky streams here and there with Air 9, so if you're not comfortable with HD, you're most likely gonna have a couple of issues, especially issues in regard to being consistent on it. Did I say something wrong? By all means, tell me if I did something wrong. I don't remember saying that. But here we go right ahead into the HD2 peak, and an apple missing quite a lot in the beginning of the map, but recovering after that. But it can cost a lot actually, especially if Rainbow Dash holds their combos and really don't miss a lot. It could end up being the difference. Hypnosphere is gonna be the first to miss on the other side. And yeah, Anapel really recovering nicely. And yeah, with these misses from both the players on Rainbow Dash, the lead is gonna go way in favor of We Spoke Once, especially with Kasrag still assessing the map. I'm gonna miss in the slow section as well, and this is looking so good for We Spoke Once. And Hypnosphere missing once again. Katsuragi is actually gonna find the miss, and now it's all on an apple. Actually, still the only one really above 200, holding that combo. And yeah, this is very much in favor of We Spoke Once. Really nice pick, and Anapple actually being so solid. If not for the misses at the beginning, which I think were maybe due to not paying attention when the map started, this could be an FC. Yeah, Anapple will finally end up missing, but it was clearly enough from them. And it's gonna be 0 points secured for We Spoke Once. Only one miss from Kasragi, 7 from Anapple, but really nice combo. A bit more trouble to get some combo from Rainbow Dash, but that's gonna be it for We Spoke Once. Oh yeah, Nearly. I think you misunderstood. I didn't say that. So my bad if you were offended or anything. Really, I didn't say that. I think you misheard. Sorry. But it's gonna be a Nomad 1 pick coming right from Rainbow Dash. Looks like we're not really seeing a roster change. So we're gonna keep the same players. So yeah, this Nomad 1 is pretty fast for a Nomad 1 actually. It's pretty high BPM. For maybe lower ranked players, it can feel quite fast, especially on the hands, on the speed. Some of the patterns. But once again, I have full confidence in everyone here being able to play this, so I think it also could go either way. Misses being traded at the beginning of the map from Anapol and Emodai. But after that, looks like they're recovering nicely. So far, so good. The gap is really close because it was just a trade between Anapol and Emodai. They have the same arc. They just missed once at the beginning. And so tension will maybe start to build up in this, now that everyone has a big combo. As we get into the cake section, everybody holding well. As I said, I think everyone can play this. It's just gonna be a matter of who's not nervous, who's able to stay consistent on this. And so far, everyone is really... Oh, that's actually a double miss from Rainbow Dash. That's huge for We Spoke Once. At the same place too. Oh, and at the middle of the map, that's terrible for them. The longer Katsuragi and Anapol can hold here, the better it is for them. But yeah, after that, still back on their feet, Emodai and 179, back to 200 combo. So they're not out of it yet, definitely. If the same happens on the other side, the score could go back to them. And tension once again building here before the K section. Oh, Anapol here. Oh no, that's kind of bad, but I think he's gonna be able to recover from that. And Katsuragi still he's holding though. But still kind of scary for them. One more miss could be really bad. So far we're nearing the end of the map and Anapol does not look like he wants to miss any further. And if he doesn't, that's gonna be a point for We Spoke Once. And right at the end of the map, no misses, it looks like. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Wow, that was really, really close, and that's an assist from Katsuragi. And once again, the scores are all quite even on the field. Only 2 misses from Emodai and Anapol. One of them for each was right at the beginning of the map. And 179, only 3 misses with big combo as well. So once again, it's really close, and We Spoke Once actually gets the breakpoint. They get the points back that they lost on their previous pick. So we get a match in our hands, I think. I think it was a nice try from Rainbow Dash. It was not a bad pick by any means, but it just happens that Katsuragi FC'd and a couple of misses were found, maybe not at the right place, but it could really have went either way. And so we see the Nomad 2 come out from We Spoke Once. That's interesting because going for Nomad 2 right after Nomad 1 just shows confidence from We Spoke Once. They want to capitalize on that momentum. Obviously, the map is quite different. Really not the same BPM, it's 100 BPM lower, so not the same type of map really. But that's still Nomad specifics. Maybe Anapol is feeling really consistent on the Nomad right now. And Katrag as well, just out of an FC. So they want to capitalize on that. And I think that's a good idea, really. But on the other side, still, two players that are ready to battle it out. This is not a free big by any means. I think pretty much every map now is gonna be really contentious. Looks like we're also gonna be seeing the same players once again. Hey, they're into it, they don't want to change, they just want to ride the momentum. Which is understandable. And no, double picks are not allowed. You cannot pick the same mod pool twice in a row. You can do it twice, but not in a row. Right, yeah, that's gonna be number 3, or number 2 rather. Quite a short one, less than 2 minutes. So here, once again, every miss matters. We've seen that these players are capable of playing this pool to a really good level. So really, any miss is really important. Don't miss at the beginning like it happened for the past couple of maps, and you should be good. Oh, that's gonna be a first miss from Imode, and I missed also 179 missing actually. So, oh, this is really good for We Spoke Once, especially on such a short map. Misses really matter a lot because you're gonna take quite a lot of time to recover your combo, whereas it's almost the middle of the map and Katsrig and Anapol still FCing the map, which is kind of bad for Rainbow Dash, especially with that miss from Imode. $179 recovered nicely, but oh, that's another miss from Imode, and now the lead is just extending and extending once again for We Spoke Once. Still FCing, both still assessing actually. Really impressive showing from them. And yeah, I mean, if they don't miss, it doesn't really matter. Oh, Anapol is finally gonna miss, but I think he did more than enough for the team. And yeah, the end section is kind of the trickiest part of the map. But that's gonna be a second SS in a row for Katsuragi actually. And wow, that was a really good idea from We Spoke Once to, after winning the Nomad 1, going into Nomad 2 right ahead. It really worked. And they went from 0-2 to 3-2 now. Still 2 misses from 179. Kind of unfortunate, not really at the right places. Didn't really get any big combo like Anapol and Katragi got, which is unfortunate, but that was just a really strong performance from We Spoke Once. And yeah, at this point, it's it's round of 16. It's easier map pools, so that kind of both players on either team have the potential to FC, but it's just about who's consistent today, who's not missing due to nerves, who's just staying focused in the match. And yeah, it can really vary run to run. And here looks like it's favoring We Spoke Once, but we're gonna go with the DT1 pick from Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash won the first DT pick, it was DT3, the convert, so this is quite a different style, but still Air 8 DT, so kinda close. And it's really a consistency based map. Nothing really that stands out, just consistently the same difficulty throughout the whole duration of the map. But this is DT, you can really slip up easily, happens. But Rainbow Dash really needs to get this one, because if they allow We Spoke Once to get this pick, it's a breakpoint, and then We Spoke Once gets the next pick, and if they get their own pick, it's just over. So Rainbow Dash cannot let this one go, and hopefully, keeping that in mind, they don't get too nervous. Especially when when you're playing like not easy maps, but maps that you can FC pretty much. It's easy to just slip up because you're getting nervous because of the match and the consequences. But yeah, we gotta keep the head clear and stay in the match. So far, so good for everyone. No misses in the intro. And the first miss is gonna be an apple after a 200 combo mark, which is gonna hurt. But the map is quite long, there's still a lot of potential for misses. Even an apple is gonna be recovering to 200. Just letting them a 30k points lead. And actually second miss after reaching 200 is really not the place you want to miss. While everyone else is FCing. Still gonna recover to 200, I believe, really soon. But at this point we're halfway through the map pretty much. So if misses don't come from Rainbow Dash, that's gonna be it for them. That's 50k points pretty much, but hey, if MYD and 179 both miss, it can really go the other way in a moment. But so far so good. Getting to the last quarter of the map and nearing the 1000 combo mark. And yeah, you can see on the left of your screen now when you're the player that it's 3 FCs still. If you miss once, it's pretty bad for your team. But so far so good, these players are really consistent today. Are we gonna see 3 FCs? An apple will find another miss, but none of the other players. MYD finally finds a miss right at the end of the map, but 179 will be FCing and Katragi will be assessing the 3rd map in a row, I believe. Wow, that's a really strong performance from actually both teams, really. It's still 926k from an apple and 700 combo, which is not bad by any means, but on the other side you only have 1 misses in 2 players, and the miss was like 40 combo away from the end of the map, so really not a lot of room for error here. But it's gonna be a point secured for Rainbow Dash, and we're back to 3-3. Hope you're all enjoying the match. It's a really fun match so far. I believe if we get maybe a bit closer once again, it's gonna be the closest match of the week. We've only had one 5-3, I believe. And maybe we're gonna see the first tiebreaker of the week, and the last tiebreaker of the week, potentially. It would be nice. But it's gonna be HD1 from We Spoke Once. We Spoke Once won the other HD specific pick, which was HD2. So this is the last map of the HD pool, but anyways, this is the last pick from We Spoke Once, because after that it's tiebreaker or win. But yeah, this one is a bit more consistency based once again. It's a bit longer, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, but pretty straightforward movements and more comfortable AR in 9.2, I think. Players most likely prefer 9.2 over 9. But yeah, we're gonna see the same players once again. And yeah, to note, last time on HD2 it was not Imwade playing, it was let me not get this wrong. It was Hypnoia. So a player switched technically from the last HD pick. Ooh, and Emo is actually gonna find a couple of misses here, dropping to 97%, followed by 179. And right off the gates, this is looking good for We Spoke Once on their own pick. Yeah, you can kind of see why Rainbow Dash banned the last HD pick. They clearly know that HD is not their strength, but it is a strength of We Spoke Once. With still 2 FCs on board. Into the stream section. Oh, and he's gonna find a miss. A couple of misses actually. 179 recovered, a bit of combo, but yeah, as long as neither an Apple or Kashragi don't find a miss, it's not gonna go to them. Gotta say, I'm quite impressed by an Apple's performance today. Really been consistent on like most picks. And so far, it looks like everyone is really just doing well, but 179 will find a miss. But Anabo and Katsuro, they're just chilling. I mean, not worried, they're just playing. 1k combo. Exactly. Can we see a 2-way FC? Hey, FCing the streams for both players. We're not missing the outro. Katsuragi finding a miss, but Anapo still holding. This man does not want to miss. And that's actually an FC, wow. Really impressed by Anapo. Yeah, I mean, What rank are they? I think they're like 3K or something. Yeah, 3.7K. That's most likely their top play, actually. So congrats to an Apple for this. Only have seen the room. And point secured for We Spoke Once. Still, 179 got only 3 misses, but with the performance from We Spoke Once, this was an unwinnable. But now they really have to think about what to pick next, because this is the last pick of the match before either it finishes or we get to see the tiebreaker. DT worked for them. They won the 2 DT picks that they've gone for so far, so I think DT2 might be a good idea, especially since it's kind of in the same style as DT1. A bit more tricky, a bit more movement based, but still DT Air 8. We still haven't seen HR, we haven't seen Nomad Convert, so these are a bit more unknown territory. It's gonna be HR 2 then. Interesting. Quite a change of pace. Shorter, more intense map. It's AR 10, obviously. DCS is more forgiving, it's 3.5 with HR, so I think it goes for like 4.5 or something. I can check. With HR it is 4.55, yeah. So it's a bit more lenient thanks to that compared to the usual HR, but still a tricky map with a couple of really mean spacings if you're not ready for them. And yeah, this is life or death for Rainbow Dash pretty much. Well, not really, because they're not out of the tournament if they lose, I think. They're still a loser bracket, but this is their last chance to go to tiebreaker before losing, so I'm not putting pressure on them, but they've got to perform here, really. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's one of the trickier maps. Some patterns due to a char randomization get kinda tricky. And with some spacings somewhere in the map that you have to be ready for, but so far so good for everyone. It's not a very long map, so once again, any miss is crucial. But everybody looks quite comfortable on the pick. Still everyone I'm seeing. Gotta stay focused. This is where it's gonna get kinda scary for both teams, because here they can see everyone still FCing, and at this point we're like, yeah, I hope I'm not the next miss because it's gonna be really bad. So you gotta stay focused here at the end. Oh, no, Boncho, don't do that to us, please. Come on, man. Okay, we're back. Is it an actual miss from 179 or is it Bencho? I think those are actual misses. These are actual misses, and Anapol and Catrog is still FCing. 179 and Moda are gonna be recovering, but Annabelle is gonna find a miss. It's 2 for 1 right now. If Katsuragi finds a miss, it's gonna go even, but as it is still in favor of We Spoke Once. Can Katsuragi hold here at the end? I think that's gonna be enough. It's too close to the end now. Oh, and it was an FC once again for Katsuragi. And as we've seen, only one miss in the map, costing the win for Rainbow Dash. This was a nice try, a nice pick, but unfortunately didn't go right for them. And this is the end of this match, 5-3 for We Spoke Once. Only one miss from Anapol once again, yeah. One miss from Amo as well. It's really tough. It's really tough. A lot of these picks could really just have gone either way, I think. I think both teams can be really happy of their performance. So yeah, congrats to both players. Both of these teams are obviously still in. We Spoke Once in the winner bracket and Rainbow Dash in the loser bracket. And I don't really have information about when the showcase is. So check Discord, I can't really help you with that. But yeah, we're gonna see the Maple showcase somewhere in the near future, I guess. And yeah, thanks everyone for showing up and watching the match. Hope it's been fun. For me, it was a fun match to watch, especially to cast. It was really close. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream in particular. Maybe we're gonna be seeing the stream once again later. But yeah, thanks everyone, and goodbye.
Tight as fuck. You know, the other night, one of the boys was sleeping.